And what expect an exciting
had a lot of success today, a lot of success this season so far, but also a lot of success for Ducati over the years. We know you've been now the Constructors World Champion for 4 years in a row, 2020, 2021, 2022, and now 2023. But last year was an especially important year with Ducati winning the Riders, the Constructors, and obviously the Teams World Championship as well. How important is the Shell technical partnership to achieve this performance on track?
Well, it is very important, it is crucial. First of all, we are celebrating our 25th year together with Shell because we started back in 1999 with World Superbike. At that time, Ducati was taking part in World Superbikes only. And then since we joined MotoGP in 2003, it has been a continuing partnership. Excellence of a Shell product has helped Ducati to achieve what you can see on the track today. Obviously, you may know we can only use 7 engines throughout the season. This year is 20 rounds, meaning 40 races, because we have a sprint race on every Saturday, and we can use only 7 engines. So to be able to maximize the performances without losing reliability, it's a key. And Shell Advance has been crucial in the development of Ducati engines over the years. And now I think you can see that, well, the performance of our bikes speak for themselves.
Absolutely. We know that the Shell technical partnership extends to Ducati Pro bikes as well. Can you tell us what that means?
Well, actually, when we started the partnership back in 1999, it was a global partnership. It was on the racing side, but obviously also all production bikes coming out of our factory in Borgo Panigale. Also, we have a factory in Rayong, Thailand, which is producing the bike for the Asian market. I could do Shell Advance. I mean, we have a first field with Shell Advance products, and well, it is obviously very important because reliability is something where Ducati has been working a lot. You know, many years ago, Ducati was not really known for reliability. It was a sport bike, but people were a little bit reluctant, and we've been working over the past 15 years in order to change that. In order now the bikes are reliable with the Multistrada, with a bike which can go for thousands of kilometers for people to enjoy without any problems, and having a good lubricant also is a key for this possibility of having fun to ride sporty bikes with high reliability, and it's a key for also our success on the market.
Perfect, we like to hear it. Obviously, it wouldn't be MotoGP without a lot of changes when it comes to rules and regulations, and we know that 2024 we'll see in MotoGP moving to more sustainable fuels. What role will Shell play in this transition, and how is Ducati approaching this?
Well, it is true. Obviously, starting from next year, we're gonna run on 40% non-fossil fuels, and from 2027 it will be 100%. And actually, speaking with the organizers, with the federation, and after having consulted Shell, we were even ready to do it this year. Like say, okay, we're ready. The other manufacturers, with their suppliers, we're take 1 more year before we go. But being partners with Shell and with the capability to develop this fuel, they do for Formula One. So you know, they've already experienced. It made us in a position where we were ready also to go this year if it was requested. Now it's for next year, and it's very important because obviously we don't want to compromise on the performances of the engines, and especially we don't want to compromise on the reliability. And you know, so again, also on the fuel side, it has been really an advantage for Ducati, a competitive advantage, because I think we were able to test and adapt our engines before the competition.
Nice, that's really useful. And we know that when you have thinner oils, it helps to reduce friction in the engine, but at the same time, you speak about the reliability and the protection of the engine parts. So do you think that a balance is required between the two, between better efficiency and durability in MotoGP?
Well, as I explained before, yes, obviously, it is, you know, we don't want to compromise on performances. On the other side, we don't want to compromise on reliability. So to do so, it's a lot of work together with Shell, because they have our engines in their laboratories, and then we test the engines in Bologna on the dyno in order to find the perfect balance. We have different formulations every year of lubricants in order always to make it perfect as possible. And as I said, finger crossed, you didn't see any reliability problems on our engines, and hopefully will be known until the end of the season. And well, super high performance bike, as you could see yesterday. At the moment, Ducati seems to be the bike to beat. So, every rider wants to be on a Ducati at the moment. We already have 8, here 9, because world champion from Superbike Alvaro Bautista is a wild card. Obviously, we shouldn't forget that we won for the second consecutive year also World Superbikes, and also in World Superbikes we're using special fuel and lubricants developed by Shell.
Yeah, it's crazy to see how far the technical partnership extends between so many of the Ducati products and machines that you use. It wouldn't be MotoGP obviously without its fair share of challenges, as we said before, when we go with the addition of the sprint races this year. The season keeps getting busier and busier, and unfortunately we've had a lot of injuries in the team as well, which turns out to be quite challenging. How does the team deal with this emotionally?
Well, obviously it's always difficult to deal with an injury, a rider who gets an accident and has to stay out, like it happened unfortunately to Enea Bastianini. He has a crash on the first sprint race in Portimao, then long recovery because he broke his shoulder, and it's something that you just need time to heal. You cannot do any surgery to that, and takes long, plus then you lose your muscular tone, so it's a long way. And as soon as he came back, he had another accident in Barcelona. So it's difficult. The only thing we can do is to keep supporting the rider, and luckily we could see today, yesterday actually, that he was able to qualify first row, to do a great race, and I think he's going to be one of the protagonists today in the GP. So it's what we can do. We can keep working hard, trying to support also on the psychological, moral side the rider. We know that Enea is a very talented rider. He proved last year. He won 4 Grand Prix. He was 3rd in the championship, and well, it's just something we need to cope with, because racing, unfortunately, is also made of those situations. But as I said, I think we can manage pretty well also the difficult moments and try to get back to success.
Yeah, and we know from last year as well, we had Pecco first place and Enea Bastianini second place, so fingers crossed for a similar result this year. Thanks very much, guys. Thank you to Paola.
Always a pleasure.